It's been called a long-standing wound in New Orleans and across the world. It was March 1891. Some of the 11 victims killed, all Italian immigrants, had been accused of murdering the police chief, but were acquitted. In an article from the Times-Democrat from the day after the verdict, you can see there was even an advertisement posted asking for people to gather to, quote, remedy the failure of justice. It is said thousands of people gathered around the statue of Henry Clay at St. Charles and Canal. A mob then stormed the jail. Jailers opened the cell doors and told the men to run, but 9 were chased down and shot. 2 others were killed in a hanging. After the assassination, the Italian government threatened war against the United States. At the time, post-Civil War, the United States had demilitarized. The Italian Navy, with more than 1 million, was the 4th largest in the world. Last year, this topic was discussed on the YouTube channel New Orleans Insider Tours.
They threatened to blockade the Mississippi River, so the Attorney General of the United States ordered the U.S. Attorney here in New Orleans to investigate the district attorney's case against the 11 Italians, and he reported back that there was no case against the 11 Italians.
According to Michael Santo of the Order Sons and Daughters of Italy, Mayor Cantrell embraced the idea when the city was asked earlier this year for an apology. The city says they will be releasing a proclamation on April 12th. And in 1892, the U.S. government paid $25,000 to the victims' families. Mayor LaToya Cantrell's office says they've been working with the Italian-American community on this issue, and that proclamation will be presented at the city's American Italian Cultural Center.